Hey everybody, and welcome back to another Tuesday Quick Pours. As always, I am Ethan, and with me is my Grumposaurus Rex Lee. It's fair. So we've got a couple stuff to go over. So we've got some things happening this week and this month. So this week on Wednesday, hello Cody. He's been waiting 4 hours.
All right.
He's been waiting since last Tuesday. Ready to go. So this week we have Quizzo on Wednesday with Dan, and Sully won't be there. Sully has things to do, or his parents do. So Sully's at grandma's. Yep. So that will be starting around 6:30, depending on weather. That will be inside or outside. I want to say that it's supposed to be dry on Wednesday. I know I think Thursday this week is supposed to, but we'll hit that when we get to weather. So we've got that going on Wednesday. Music this weekend on Friday. We have Jason Ager and the Golden Eagles. So they will be 7 to 10. And then on Saturday, we have the Ever After. I believe this is the first time that they've been here.
No? They were here. They've been here a few times.
Been here a few times.
That was pre-COVID.
Pre-COVID. So it's been before I started. So that's why I didn't know that.
Yep.
And Lee's cousin is in this one. So, come out and see them. Lee won't because he has other things to do that day. But come out and see him. Should be a good time. That's also 7 to 10. And inside or outside, it'll depend on weather and temperature and stuff like that and what the bands feel like doing. Also coming up on October 25th, we're going to go backwards. Okay. We have the Bardstown tasting. That'll be at 6 o'clock. So that is the 25th, which is a Tuesday. That is $45 for non-Bourbon Society members. Bourbon Society members do get in for free for this one. So make sure you set your calendars, come out. You get it's ounce and a half tasting. I think there's 4.
I believe so, yeah.
4 for that one. Very good company, so make sure you come out and try it. I've had a couple of different Bardstowns, and they've all been wonderful. And then also coming up on the 13th, we have the beer tasting. That was perfect. At the Jenny Frog in Northeast. So there will be a dog treat tasting, dogs, beer, if weather permitting, and all that kind of stuff. We can slide back in. Mm-hmm. That's great. We're in the office, Cody. Tom's listening to smooth jazz and funk, so we're in here. So that's kind of what we have going on for the week. Weather this week. Today's supposed to be high of around 74. Tomorrow 71.
It's cold.
And it's going to be in the mid to high 60s the rest of the week, with chances of rain and thunderstorms on, I think, Thursday. So possibly Wednesday night into Thursday night, depending on how long they want to stay in. And then random fact for the day. Did you know, Lee, that it took George Seurat 2 years to finish the painting Sunday on the island in La Grangère?
Ja.
That's close.
I did know that.
You did know that. Well, I would hope you know that, since Lee is currently directing a production of Sunday in the Park with George at Wilmington Drama League. Opens this weekend, I think on Friday. So make sure you get your tickets for that. A bunch of us are in the show. Come out and see it. It's supposed to be a really good show. The music's fantastic, and we'll figure out projections today. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. So there you go. Simple plug for the show. And then I got it. So the bourbon today. So what everybody is kind of here for. Today's bourbon is, thank you, Cody. I appreciate that. I do an awesome job.
Okay.
If your heart wasn't broken, I'd slap you in the chest. So today, continuing in line with what we had last week in our bourbon of the month, we have the Jefferson's Ocean Voyage 24. So with the Jefferson's Ocean, a big thing that they like to do is once they have their bourbon pretty much aged, they will then take it and put it onto a cargo ship or something like that, and then sail it around the world through different settings for a couple months to allow that beer to get like a secondary aging with the different salt content and the movement and the heat and everything. Normally they go up, they do across the equator 4 times. This one, however, they decided to change it up and see how it would come out with if everything was hot and they didn't have those colder temps. So everything for this one is in the Caribbean. So they've had a constant air temperature of between about 98 to 120. So it's always been hot. So it's always been warmer.
Real hot.
Yeah. So we're going to see what it's done to the bourbon in a second, but that's kind of their big thing, is they like to take it on different trips to get that movement and get the stuff like that to really try to add some additional flavor into the bourbon. Proof on this one is a 90 proof. It's aged for 4+ years, 51% corn, and then it does have rye and barley in there as well. I couldn't find a good definition of percentages on that one, but that is your standard grain bill for that. So the nose on this one, you're going to have a little bit of oak, leather, dried fruit, and bananas Foster almost that come through.
Not getting bananas Foster.
Well, it's there.
Mm.
Baking spices, maybe. How about that? And then the palate on this is going to be very similar. So you're going to get the oak, you're going to get some baking spices, you're going to get a little bit of sweetness. You should not get really any of that rye burn, even though there is rye in there. That should be more a little straightforward on the sweeter notes. And then the finish on that, you have a little bit of like a dark brown sugar with a little bit of nuttiness and fruitiness in there as well. So that is the bourbon of the day. Look forward to, I won't be here tonight. Rachel's going to be here. We've got Tech Week for Sunday. So Rachel will be in to help all of you out. So she will look forward to seeing you guys then. Salud.